After last weekend's tragic shootings in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio, America is at it again, doing what we do best these days, having our most thoughtful and most helpful Q&A sessions on social media. So it always works out well. You've seen the posts in your feed, of course. Why don't we care? Why don't we do something? Why do these things keep happening and we never seem to act? Why don't people like me? Yes, social media. It's the ideal place for real-time, knee-jerk reactions to complicated social political events. So, to help you cope with the inane post-tragedy comments littering social media, I give you the top 3 dumb things you've probably already heard about guns this week. So, dumb thing number 3, I bet you've seen this headline or a meme like it before. No way to prevent this, says only nation where this regularly happens. Woo! We never hear about these shootings anywhere else in the world. Why are they always here? Well, I got to start at like the very basic kindergarten level here because I don't think we've even graduated to kindergarten. We're still preschool, but let me start with kindergarten here. I hate to be Captain Obvious here, but the United States is a big place. If you drive about 900 miles, you can go through 12 countries in Europe. Start in Brownsville, Texas, and drive north. 900 miles later, you'll arrive in Texline, Texas. You're still in Texas. One day last year, it was 84 degrees in Texas. It was also 7 degrees in Texas at the same time on the same day. Of course, there are more shootings in this country. There's more of everything in this country. That's how big places work as compared to small ones. If you want to actually make a comparison, you have to use per capita numbers. 2016, the most recent year the study was conducted worldwide, the U.S. ranked not number 1, but number 20, with 10.6 deaths per 10,000 people. The top 3 countries were Guatemala, Venezuela, and El Salvador at number 1. And of course, this doesn't give you a lot of information about the best place to buy when you're surfing Zillow and looking for a new home. For example, Pakistan has a rate of gun deaths that's far below the United States. Isn't that great for Pakistan? Except the overall murder rate is almost double the United States. So you're less likely to die by gun, but you're much more likely to, die. That's why the most famous last words of a Pakistani murder victim of any sort is, look, at least it wasn't a gun. Doesn't that make you feel so much better? Now, a lot of people will say, look, you're just distracting from the main point here. You see, you get these fancy per capitas dancing around my screen. I don't like that. America's the worst when it comes to gun violence. I mean, this guy says so,
How else can we explain that we lose nearly 40,000 people in this country to gun violence, a number that no other country comes even close to?
Now, it's true that America had over 39,000 gun deaths in 2017, according to the CDC. However, 60% of those were suicides. You don't need a gun to kill yourself. There are plenty of ways to do it, as I learn each time I check my notifications on Twitter. For example, the U.S. owns guns at 10 times the rate of Russia, but they blow us away when it comes to murder rate, suicide rate, and rate of opposition journalists mistakenly ingesting large amounts of incredibly rare poisons. Also, Brazil had 43,200 deaths, 200 deaths by gun. That's 6,000 more than the U.S. had that year. So Beto's claim that no other country comes close to the U.S. in gun deaths is, of course, like his hopes to win the nomination. False.